Life Audio.
What I loved about this project, miracles, when you look at the polling, and I love looking at data, 80% of Americans, if you go back, 15 years or so, believed in miracles. It's still well over 66%. I mean, it depends on who's asking and how they're asking it, but the point is the majority of the country believes that miracles are possible. That includes believers, non-believers, people who are agnostic, they're not really sure. This idea that there's something else, right? We all face death, we all face illness, and I think the reason that stat is so high, though, is that there are a lot of people, and they don't always talk about it, who, whether they're Christians or not, have seen people be healed, have seen things happen that they can't explain. And so because there's that thirst and that hunger, I agree. I think this is the type of conversation and project that can really appeal to the churchgoer who loves Jesus, and to the person who doesn't know anything about Jesus but is interested and curious.
Why did you want to do this? Why did CBN want to do this? You kind of touched on it, but go ahead and unpack that.
Yeah, I think this really, and I don't want to be cliche, but this very much was a God project in terms of how it came about. I mean, it's not cheap to make a documentary. It's not easy to make a documentary. It required, I had to sit down with my wife and say, look, we've got a busy schedule. We've got kids. This is going to require me to leave a lot and to be gone for days at a time, and to be with a crew, and to be in different, we really traveled. When we say in the description we went around America, we really did. We've been California, Florida, Indiana, I was just in Wisconsin for something else related to this project. So we've been all over the country, and we had to really make a lot of decisions. But the point is, God made it very easy. He paved the way for us to do this, and I think really there's a lot happening in the country right now. There's a lot happening spiritually. And I think that a project like this comes at the right time, because you're watching college students flock up at campuses to accept Jesus. You're watching these revival moments unfold and this craving for something more spiritually. And at the same time, you have these stories that maybe people have not heard that help actually fill some of those voids and those questions and point to God in the midst of so much chaos that's going on too, on the flip side. I think the big thing we also had to address in this, and this is important, when we were putting Investigating the Supernatural together, we had to address the people who don't get miracles, because a lot of us, we know what it's like to suffer or watch a loved one suffer. Even Lazarus, who was raised from the dead, died again, right? The miracles at some point run out for us, right? We don't live forever. And there are people who desperately seek healing and they do not get it. And so there's mystery, and there's also the real full trust in God. The belief, and you have to hold these two beliefs, that we can trust Him no matter what happens. And on the flip side, that we have to believe that the healing is possible up to that very last moment. And that's a difficult tension for people to live with.
Life Audio.